Hey everyone, Dr. Mike here for Zen Zone Health. Today we're talking about something super important, your child's mental well-being. We often focus on physical health, but mental health is just as crucial, especially during childhood. We're going to discuss some warning signs that a child may have mental health problems. As a doctor, I've seen firsthand how early intervention makes all the difference. Mental health issues in children are more common than you might think, affecting 10 to 20% of children and adolescents worldwide. That's a significant number, and it's a topic we need to be more open about. So, let's dive into the top warning signs to look out for. Bullying. It's a word that sends chills down the spine of many parents and educators, but let's face it, it's often brushed aside as kids being kids. However, the impact of bullying on a child's mental health can be devastating and long-lasting. We need to understand that bullying is not a harmless rite of passage. It's a serious issue that demands our attention. Children who are bullied often exhibit changes in their behavior. They might become withdrawn, avoiding social situations and activities they once enjoyed. They may start dreading school, complaining of stomach aches or headaches, anything to avoid facing their tormentors. These are not signs of weakness, they are cries for help. Bullying can chip away at a child's self-esteem, making them feel unworthy and insecure. This can lead to a downward spiral, affecting their academic performance, their relationships, and their overall outlook on life. In severe cases, bullying can lead to anxiety, depression, and even suicidal thoughts. It's heartbreaking, but it's the reality for many children. As parents, educators, and caring adults, we need to be vigilant. We need to create a safe space for children to speak up, to share their experiences without fear of judgment. Let them know that they are not alone, that what they're going through matters, and that help is available. Early intervention is key to mitigating the long-term effects of bullying. If you notice a child exhibiting signs of being bullied, don't hesitate to reach out, talk to them, talk to their parents, talk to their teachers. Together, we can create a world where bullying is not tolerated, and where children can thrive without fear. Remember, our children's mental health is just as important as their physical health. Let's make it a priority. Childhood should be a time of joy, exploration, and carefree wonder. However, for some children, their minds are plagued by constant worry and anxiety. While it's normal for kids to experience occasional anxieties, persistent and overwhelming worry can be a sign of an underlying mental health issue. Imagine a child who can't seem to shake off their worries, no matter how small they may seem. They might lie awake at night, their minds racing with anxious thoughts. They might have difficulty concentrating in school, their worries constantly interrupting their focus.
These children might be overly sensitive to criticism, fearing failure and disapproval. They might seek constant reassurance, needing repeated confirmations that everything is okay. These behaviors, while seemingly insignificant on the surface, can be red flags for anxiety disorders. Anxiety disorders in children are more common than we might think. They can manifest in various ways, from generalized anxiety disorder to social anxiety disorder to separation anxiety disorder. Early identification and intervention are crucial to helping these children manage their anxiety and lead fulfilling lives.
If you notice a child exhibiting persistent worry and anxiety, don't dismiss it as just a phase. Talk to their parents, encourage them to seek professional help. Therapists can provide valuable tools and strategies to help children cope with their anxiety, empowering them to navigate the world with greater confidence and ease. Remember, a child's mental health is precious. Let's create a supportive and understanding environment where they feel safe to express their anxieties and receive the help they need to thrive. Chapter 3. Early Depression. Recognizing the signs in young souls. Depression. It's a heavy word, often associated with adults. But the reality is depression doesn't discriminate. It can affect anyone, even children. In fact, approximately 20% of teenagers experience depression, with 8% facing major depressive disorder. These numbers are alarming, and they highlight the importance of early detection and intervention.
Recognizing depression in children can be challenging, as their symptoms might differ from those of adults. While adults might express feelings of sadness or hopelessness, children might exhibit behavioral changes. They might become withdrawn, losing interest in activities they once enjoyed. They might experience changes in appetite or sleep patterns. Irritability and anger can also be signs of depression in children, often misinterpreted as simply being difficult. They might complain of physical ailments like headaches or stomach aches, masking their emotional distress. Academically, they might struggle with concentration, leading to a decline in their grades.
It's crucial to remember that these signs, especially if they persist for more than 2 to 3 weeks, should not be ignored. If you notice a child exhibiting these behaviors, it's essential to encourage their parents to seek professional help. Early intervention is key to preventing depression from taking root and impacting their lives in the long run.
Therapists can provide children with the tools and support they need to manage their depression. They can teach them coping mechanisms, help them identify and challenge negative thought patterns, and guide them towards a path of healing and recovery. Let's break the stigma surrounding mental health, especially in children. Let's create a safe and supportive environment where they feel comfortable expressing their emotions and seeking help when they need it. Remember, early intervention can make all the difference in a child's life.
Chapter 4. Drug Use. A dangerous escape from inner turmoil. The teenage years are a time of exploration, experimentation, and pushing boundaries. It's a natural part of growing up. However, when it comes to substance use, the stakes are high, and the consequences can be devastating. What might start as experimentation can quickly spiral into a dangerous coping mechanism, masking underlying mental health issues.
The statistics are concerning. A significant percentage of high school students have experimented with alcohol, tobacco, or prescription drugs. These substances might seem like a temporary escape from the pressures and anxieties of adolescence, but they can exacerbate existing mental health problems and create a vicious cycle of dependence. For teenagers struggling with anxiety, drugs and alcohol might offer temporary relief from their worries. However, this relief is short-lived and comes at a cost. Substance use can worsen anxiety symptoms in the long run, creating a dependence that's difficult to break.
Similarly, for teenagers battling depression, substance use might seem like a way to numb the pain and escape from their emotions. However, drugs and alcohol are depressants, and their use can deepen the feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and despair. It's crucial to remember that substance use is often a symptom of a larger issue. Teenagers might turn to drugs and alcohol to cope with academic pressure, social anxiety, family problems, or underlying mental health conditions. Addressing these root causes is essential to breaking the cycle of substance abuse.
If you suspect that a teenager in your life is struggling with substance use, don't hesitate to intervene. Talk to them, express your concerns, and encourage them to seek professional help. There are resources available to support them on their journey to recovery, and with the right guidance and support, they can overcome this challenge and live healthy, fulfilling lives.
Chapter 5. Poor performance in school, a silent cry for help. We often associate academic performance with intelligence and work ethic. However, a child's mental health can significantly impact their ability to learn and thrive in school. 4 out of 5 adolescents might be struggling with a mental health issue affecting their academic performance. This highlights the crucial link between mental well-being and academic success.
Mental health challenges can hinder a child's academic journey. Low self-esteem, fueled by anxiety or depression, can erode a child's belief in their abilities. Difficulty concentrating is another common hurdle. Anxiety can make it challenging to focus on lessons and assignments. Similarly, depression can lead to a lack of motivation and interest.
Frequent absenteeism is another red flag. Children might avoid school as a coping mechanism. This can lead to missed lessons and a sense of isolation. Disciplinary problems can also stem from underlying mental health issues. These behaviors are often a cry for help.
Poor academic performance is not always a reflection of laziness or lack of ability. It can be a silent cry for help, a sign of struggling with mental well-being. By creating a supportive environment, we can empower children to seek help and reach their full academic potential.
Protecting young minds. Early intervention is key. Recognizing and addressing these warning signs early can prevent the worsening of mental health disorders in children. Remember, mental health is just as important as physical health. If you notice these signs in children or adults, it's crucial to seek professional help. Mental health issues are common and treatable, and seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness.
By being aware of these signs, parents, guardians, and teachers can help identify and support children with mental health issues, ensuring they receive the necessary care and intervention. Thank you for watching Zen Zone Health. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more informative content.
Welcome back to Zen Zone Health, your go-to spot for practical advice to improve your well-being. Today we're diving deep into childhood development, dissecting 8 common phrases you should never say to your kids. Words have power. The things we say can shape their self-esteem, confidence, and outlook on life. We'll break down why these phrases are detrimental and what you can say instead to foster a healthy environment for your children. Let's get started. Kids cry. It's a fact of life. They trip, their ice cream falls, their toy breaks. It's a roller coaster of emotions. These moments, though seemingly small, are monumental in a child's world. Crying is a natural, healthy way for children to express their feelings. It's their way of communicating distress, frustration, or sadness when words fail them. When you tell a child to stop crying, you're shutting down their emotions, telling them their feelings are invalid. This can lead to long-term emotional suppression.
Instead of saying, "Stop crying," get down on their level, look them in the eye and say, "I see you're feeling sad. Can you tell me what's wrong?" This approach fosters trust and open communication.
Think about it. How would you feel if you were upset and your partner told you to shut up? Not great, right? Children are no different. They deserve the same respect and understanding.
It can be tough to stay patient with a screaming toddler, but empathizing with their emotions makes a world of difference. Acknowledging their feelings can help them calm down faster. You're not raising robots. You're raising emotional beings. Children need to know it's okay to feel and express a range of emotions. Teach them how to process and express those emotions in a healthy way. This skill will benefit them throughout their lives. It'll make for a much happier household. A home where feelings are acknowledged and respected is a nurturing environment.
Remember, validating their feelings helps them feel understood and secure. This sense of security is crucial for their emotional development.
Take the time to empathize, and you'll see positive changes. Your child will feel more connected to you and more confident in expressing themselves.
Let's move on to the next phrase and continue to build a supportive environment for our children. We live in a fast-paced world, constantly rushing from one thing to the next. Our schedules are packed, and it often feels like there's never enough time in the day. But kids don't operate on our timetables. They have their own rhythm and pace, which is often much slower than ours. They're still learning at their own pace, absorbing the world around them in their unique way. This process can't be rushed. When you constantly tell a child to hurry up, you're creating anxiety and pressure. This can lead to stress and a feeling of inadequacy in your child.
Instead of yelling, "Hurry up," take a deep breath and try a different approach. Consider the impact your words have on your child's emotional well-being. Get down on their level and say, "I know you're trying your best. How about we make it a game? Let's see who can put their shoes on the fastest." This not only encourages them, but also makes the task enjoyable.
By turning it into a game, you're taking the pressure off and making it fun. It transforms a stressful situation into a playful one. Plus, you're teaching them valuable life skills like time management and self-sufficiency. These are lessons that will benefit them throughout their lives. Patience is key when it comes to kids. They need time to learn and grow at their own pace. They're still learning and growing, and they need our guidance and support. Our role is to nurture and encourage them, not to rush them. So the next time you're tempted to yell, "Hurry up," pause, breathe, and find a more patient approach. Remember, patience fosters a positive environment for your child's development. Your kids will thank you for it. They will feel more supported and understood, which strengthens your bond. Let's move on to the next phrase. Embrace patience and watch your child thrive. We've all been there. Your child does something wrong and you blurt out, "You know better than that." But do they really? Kids are still developing their sense of right and wrong. When you shame a child, you're not teaching them accountability. You're making them feel bad about themselves.
Instead of resorting to shame, try to understand the situation from their perspective. Ask questions like, "What made you do that?" Or, "What were you hoping would happen?" This opens up a dialogue. Once you understand their perspective, Guide them towards making better choices. Explain the consequences of their actions and help them come up with alternative solutions. Discipline should be about teaching, not punishing. Shaming them will only make them feel small and afraid to try new things. Replace "you know better than that" with empathy and understanding.
Isn't praising our kids a good thing? Yes and no. While it's important to celebrate accomplishments, generic praise like "good job" can do more harm than good. If you hear the same phrase over and over, it loses its meaning. The same goes for kids.
Instead of relying on generic praise, be specific. Notice the effort they put in, the creativity they displayed, or the kindness they showed.
Instead of just saying "good job" on your drawing, try "wow, look at the details you added to the trees. You really took your time."
By being specific, you're showing them that you're truly paying attention to their efforts. You're acknowledging their unique talents and abilities, building their self-esteem.
It's not about showering them with empty compliments. It's about recognizing and celebrating their individual strengths and efforts.
So ditch the "good job" and start being specific with your praise. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes. Let's move on to the next phrase.
We've all been there. You're at your wit's end and say, "just wait until your father/mother gets home." But this is a dangerous game.
It immediately undermines your authority, telling your child that you're not capable of handling the situation yourself.
It tells them they don't have to listen to you, that they can wait for the real disciplinarian.
It creates an unhealthy dynamic, pitting one parent against the other. The child learns to play one parent off the other.
Instead of passing the buck, take charge of the situation yourself. Address the behavior immediately, setting clear boundaries and consequences.
Present a united front with your partner. Talk to each other. Come up with a consistent approach to discipline and stick to it.
This shows your child that you're both on the same page and that their behavior has consequences.
Consistency is key when it comes to discipline. By presenting a united front and addressing behavior immediately, you're creating a stable environment. This stability helps children feel secure and understand the importance of rules. Effective communication between parents is crucial. Teamwork in parenting ensures that both parents are on the same page. In the long run, this approach fosters respect and understanding. It aids in the child's overall development and well-being. Let's move on to the next phrase.
Every child is unique. They have their own personalities, strengths, and challenges. Yet, we often fall into the trap of comparing our children to one another.
Comparisons are never fair. Every child is different and develops at their own pace. When you constantly compare a child to their sibling, you're sending the message that they're not good enough as they are.
Instead of focusing on their shortcomings, celebrate their individual strengths. Maybe your son isn't as tidy as his sister, but he's incredibly creative. Focus on that. Nurture his creativity, encourage his passions.
Your job as a parent is to help them blossom into the best versions of themselves.
Accept and love them for who they are, quirks and all. Let's move on to the next phrase.
Words have power. They can build up or tear down. When it comes to children, those words can leave a lasting impact.
When you constantly label a child as shy, clumsy, or naughty, you're putting them in a box.
You're creating a self-fulfilling prophecy where they start to believe those labels and act accordingly.
Instead of labeling them, focus on their behavior. Instead of saying, "you're so clumsy," after they spill their milk, try, "oops, it looks like you had a little accident. Let's clean it up together."
By focusing on the behavior, you're teaching them that mistakes happen, and that's okay. You're showing them that they're capable of learning and growing.
Children are not their labels. They're complex individuals with unique strengths and challenges.
Let's give them the space and support they need to blossom into the best versions of themselves.
Free them from the limitations of our labels. Let's move on to the next phrase.
We all have those moments as parents where we feel completely overwhelmed. The to-do list is long, the kids are demanding attention, and all you want is 5 minutes of peace.
While it's important to set boundaries, consistently brushing off our children sends the message that they're not important.
Instead of shutting them down, try to validate their feelings. Acknowledge their request for attention, even if you can't give it to them right that second. Say, "I hear you want to play. I'm finishing up some work. But how about we play in 10 minutes?
By setting a specific time, you're showing them that you value their time.
When you do have those moments to connect, make them count. Give them your undivided attention.
Our children crave our attention. It makes them feel loved, valued, and secure.
Make an effort to be present for them, even in the midst of our busy lives.
Let's move on to the final scene.
Remember, your presence matters.
So there you have it, folks. 8 phrases to ditch if you want to raise happy, confident, and well-adjusted kids. It's not about being perfect parents. It's about being mindful of our words and actions.
And speaking of creating a positive environment, here's a bonus tip for the holiday season. Consider adopting the 3-gift rule for your children. 3 meaningful gifts that align with their interests, encourage their development, or spark their creativity. It takes the pressure off finding the perfect gift and focuses on quality over quantity.
Plus, it teaches valuable lessons about gratitude, simplicity, and the true meaning of the holidays.
The digital age has brought incredible advancements, but it also presents new challenges, especially for children. With the proliferation of digital devices, children today are growing up in a world vastly different from that of previous generations. One growing concern is the amount of time children spend glued to screens. This screen time includes everything from watching television and playing video games to using tablets and smartphones for various activities. From televisions to tablets and smartphones, screens have become ubiquitous, pervading nearly every aspect of their lives. Whether at home, in school, or even during social interactions, screens are a constant presence. While technology offers benefits like educational apps and staying connected, excessive screen time can have detrimental effects on children's development and well-being. These benefits, however, must be balanced with the potential risks associated with prolonged screen exposure. This issue has become a topic of increasing concern for parents, educators, and healthcare professionals alike. They're all grappling with how to manage and mitigate the negative impacts of excessive screen time on young minds. Studies show a sharp rise in screen time among children in recent years. This increase is attributed to the easy accessibility of digital devices and the growing number of digital platforms designed to capture children's attention. This trend raises important questions about the potential long-term consequences of excessive screen exposure on physical health, cognitive development, and social skills. Issues such as eye strain, attention problems, and social isolation are becoming more prevalent. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends no screen time for children under 18 months except for video chatting. This guideline is based on research indicating that very young children benefit more from direct human interaction than from screen-based activities. For children aged 2 to 5 years, they recommend limiting screen time to 1 hour per day of high-quality programming. This ensures that the content consumed is educational and beneficial rather than purely entertaining. However, many children far exceed these recommendations, spending hours each day engaged with digital devices. This overuse can lead to a range of issues, from sleep disturbances to decreased physical activity. This essay delves into the impact of excessive screen time on children, exploring the negative consequences and providing practical tips for parents to navigate this digital landscape. It aims to offer a comprehensive understanding of the issue and actionable strategies to address it. By understanding the risks and implementing healthy screen time habits, we can help children reap the benefits of technology without succumbing to its potential downsides. Encouraging outdoor play, setting clear boundaries, and choosing educational content are key steps in this process. One concerning consequence of excessive screen time is the displacement of time spent in nature. As screens become more prevalent in our daily lives, children are increasingly drawn to the digital world, often at the expense of outdoor activities. Children today spend significantly less time outdoors than previous generations. In the past, children would spend hours playing outside, exploring their surroundings, and engaging in physical activities that fostered their growth and development. This shift has led to what experts call nature deficit disorder, a term coined to describe the growing disconnect between children and the natural world. Empty playgrounds and parks are a stark reminder of this change.
Playing outdoors offers numerous benefits for children's physical and mental well-being. It encourages them to be active, which is essential for maintaining a healthy weight and building strong muscles and bones. It provides opportunities for physical activity, which is crucial for healthy growth and development. Activities like climbing, running, and cycling help improve coordination, balance, and overall fitness. Exposure to sunlight helps regulate sleep patterns and boosts vitamin D levels, essential for bone health. Sunlight also plays a role in mood regulation, helping to ward off feelings of depression and anxiety.
Beyond the physical benefits, nature has a profound impact on children's cognitive and emotional development. Engaging with the natural world can stimulate curiosity and a sense of wonder, which are important for learning and growth. Studies have shown that spending time in nature can improve attention span, reduce stress and anxiety, and foster creativity and problem-solving skills. Nature provides a calming environment that can help children focus better and feel more relaxed. Interacting with the natural environment allows children to engage their senses, explore their surroundings, and learn through hands-on experiences. These activities can enhance sensory development and provide a deeper understanding of the world around them.
When screens dominate children's time, they miss out on these valuable opportunities to connect with nature. The lack of outdoor play can lead to a sedentary lifestyle, which is associated with various health issues. Instead of exploring the outdoors, they may be confined to indoor spaces, passively consuming digital content. This passive consumption can limit their physical activity and social interactions, which are crucial for their overall development. This shift from nature-based play to screen-based entertainment can have long-term implications for children's health and well-being. It is important for parents and caregivers to encourage a balance between screen time and outdoor activities to ensure children grow up healthy and well-rounded. While the debate on the link between screen time and aggression is ongoing, several studies suggest a correlation. Researchers have been delving into the nuances of this relationship, examining various factors that might contribute to the observed behaviors. The data collected from these studies often point towards a significant connection, though the exact nature of this link remains a topic of extensive discussion and further investigation. Exposure to violent content, a common feature in video games and some television shows, can desensitize children to violence and increase aggressive behaviors. This desensitization process can make children more likely to accept violence as a normal part of life, potentially leading to more aggressive actions in real-world situations. Parents and educators are increasingly concerned about the impact of such content, prompting calls for stricter regulations and more mindful content curation.
Moreover, the constant stimulation and fast-paced nature of many digital games can overstimulate children's nervous systems. This overstimulation can result in heightened levels of arousal, making it difficult for children to calm down and focus on other tasks. The immersive nature of virtual reality games in particular can amplify these effects, leading to prolonged periods of intense engagement that may not be conducive to healthy emotional regulation. This overstimulation can lead to irritability, frustration, and difficulty regulating emotions, potentially contributing to increased aggression. Children may struggle to manage their feelings, resulting in outbursts or aggressive behavior towards others. Learning to take breaks and engage in calming activities can be crucial in helping children manage these intense emotions and reduce the likelihood of aggressive responses.
Furthermore, excessive screen time often displaces other activities crucial for social emotional development, such as face-to-face interactions and unstructured play. These activities are essential for building strong social bonds and developing important life skills. Engaging in outdoor play, reading, and family activities can provide a balanced approach to screen time, ensuring that children have ample opportunities to grow and learn in diverse environments. These activities provide opportunities for children to learn social cues, develop empathy, and practice conflict resolution skills, which are essential for managing aggression. By interacting with peers and adults in various settings, children can better understand the perspectives of others and learn to navigate social challenges effectively. This holistic approach to development can help mitigate the negative effects of excessive screen time.
It's also worth noting that the relationship between screen time and aggression is complex and likely influenced by various factors, including the type of content consumed, the child's temperament, and the overall family environment. Each child's experience with screen time is unique, and what may be harmful for one child might not have the same impact on another. Understanding these individual differences is key to developing effective strategies for managing screen time. However, the potential for increased aggression underscores the need for mindful screen time management and careful content selection for children. Parents and caregivers play a crucial role in guiding children towards healthy media habits, setting boundaries, and encouraging a balanced lifestyle that includes a variety of enriching activities. By staying informed and proactive, families can help ensure that screen time remains a positive and constructive part of children's lives.